Live.
Do it live.
Meeting is being live streamed. Got it.
I got it, baby.
And I'll send
We're
this.
on.
I will send this. If I send this link to someone, can someone do something with it?
I'll try. Send it to Pete. Send it to the group. We'll all fucking try.
Do it live.
Do it live.
You know where it didn't go? Got it.
I got it, baby.
It went to the wrong place. And
Where did it go?
I will send this. If I send this link to someone, it went to the media virus streaming area. Not like the show, but like the media.virus.hole.
Ah, that's not good.
So let me stop that and see if I can change it.
Well, you should be able to share the link out.
Stop this. Hang on. Yeah, I can do that. I'll send that to Pete so that he can share that around and people can get to it. I'm just going to put it in pre-show announcements. There you go.
Yep, there it is.
That's not where it went last week, but I don't know what I did different. So
that's what she said.
I'll have to figure it out.
Hey-o.
All right, so get this off my screen. I can close that, right? Yeah.
Bodies this week. Let's dive in.
Stop
First,
this and get ready there and come over here. Check, check, check. All right, are we ready?
Oh, we're ready.
As we'll ever be.
All right.
Oh, we're ready.
This week on the Media Virus Podcast, I will read from the right sheet.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Jack Daniels' trademark case is an effort to kill parody in the name of brand protection. Doctors find a jump rope in a man's bladder. Only then does he admit to cramming it in through his dick hole. MMA fighter turned porn actor known professionally as Dick Delaware sired Colorado club shooter. All this, more news, Big Daddy's big plans for Black Friday, another return to Maddie's TikTok nonsense corner, and the infection team talks shit on anyone who wants to fight us on the internet on this 107th Thanksgiving Eve episode of the Media Virus Podcast. The Media Virus Podcast. Starring Maddie Rockdev.
I had no, but I was, I kind of wanted to, and I
Professor Mike Latoris.
There's a fancy doctorate word, butt crack.
With special appearances by some other dude, that guy, and some chick.
Shut the fuck up, Maddie.
I've smelled shit, and I don't like it. I mean, I know everything there is to know about my dick.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
So anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, do we have a show for you people this week? I am Maddie Rockdeff. Welcome to the Media Virus Podcast. Please like, subscribe, follow, and share. It is the eve of Thanksgiving. It is our 107th episode. It is not our 107th episode Thanksgiving Eve. That would make us 107 years old.
At least.
Yeah, we'd be very, very old. But it is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Lots of people are out on the roads traveling. A lot of people are flying. But us at the Media Virus Podcast, we are all right here. I am joined this evening. Let me see who I am joined by. I don't even know who's actually. Here we go. I am joined by the Reverend and Professor, the executive producer of the program, the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris. How you doing, Mike?
Good evening, everybody. Oh, just fucking fantastic here on another wonderful Wednesday night.
It is a wonderful Wednesday night, and tuning in real early. What's going on, Big Daddy? How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Just repping my Green Ranger shirt. R.I.P. Jason David Frank.
Now he committed suicide.
He did.
I just read that he was in a fight with his wife shortly before
So
that.
he there's a bunch of shit going on over the past few years with him. Now I think I may have some of the timelines for the people.
Can I
wrong.
ask you one? Can I ask one simple question to you real quick? Because I really want to know if you know this. And it is of my. Was he working in any way about a documentary about child sex trafficking?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just because, like, it was like, what was it? Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington. It was all rumored that they were working on this documentary about, basically, the elites running the world and trafficking children, and
that I know
then they committed suicide. So I'm kind of like, did he suicide himself, or did he, was he suicided?
That we know of, everything that he was working on was martial arts related. But so right before the pandemic, he had a daughter that committed suicide. At the start of the pandemic, his brother died. His mother died during the pandemic. His best friend, he had a falling out with his best friend, and his wife filed for divorce in, I think, September. And it was
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude couldn't catch a break.
No, wait, was it her daughter too, though?
I don't know that part, but it was.
That's but if it wasn't, if like that was like stepmom, dude, she deserved an ass whooping. I'm just saying.
That wife that filed for divorce from him was the one with whom he went on some sort of vacation. They were in a hotel. They had separate rooms. Had an argument. He locked her out. She couldn't get him to respond. She did a welfare check that following morning. The police got involved. They got the hotel to let him in, and they're done.
I don't know. It sounds like foul play to me.
There's always a woman involved in.
Now, if anybody would be able to understand the coroner's report, it would be you. Has that been released? Do you have any? I mean, it has
not. I mean, I have questions.
Do we know the method of question?
Like I said, the hanging. They said that they found him hanging by on the shower curtain rod.
That's a hard one to fake.
It is, but I don't know that they're that strong. Like you can.
The hotel ones are.
Yeah, in the hotels they put them up really well.
They fucking mount them. Yeah. They're held in, because if somebody falls, great grab, that's your first thing you do. And if it if that falls on you, that's like like you go to a fancy hotel, they're like, if you go to some, I remember, dude, I went to Wildwood one time and I'll never forget this. The shower, it was one room. We rented a room. It was one room.
Right.
There was cabinets on one wall, a bed, and there was a toilet room just for the toilet.
Right. But
then the shower was right next to the bed. Like you stepped out of the shower onto carpet of the bedroom.
Oh.
It was literally the creepiest thing. And let me tell you something. If you've ever wanted to hang yourself, it's stepping on wet carpet. That might have been what happened. He might have stepped on wet carpet.
Especially if you didn't make it wet yourself.
And the thing that was kind of keeping him going through all this were the conventions.
Yeah.
He's a huge part of the childhood of most guys about our age, actually. So he was doing tons and tons of conventions and comic book shops and things like that. But they had started to slow down because now we're getting into the winter months and Christmas and things like that. So on top of all the shitstorm, his support system was kind of dwindling down.
Yeah.
So it's another reminder to watch our mental health, because you never know what people are going through, and to make a phone call, when shit starts getting dark.
But who's he gonna call? Like everyone in his world is either dead or abandoned him.
Yeah, I assume that's how he felt.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely what it sounds like. I mean, the one person you had left is just like, nah, you know what? Fuck this, I'm out.
And he did have pants on, right?
He did have pants on.
No, I mean David Carradine.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, he had a lot of property and stuff. So with that threat of divorce, you're talking about taking half man shit.
Yeah.
So
Now she gets all of it.
imagine.
So
yeah.
But I know who didn't kill him. Grease Monkey Pete. Grease Monkey Pete, how you doing, bud?
Peachy.
After that talk, after we just talked about long.
How's your
What's the
shot,
first-
Rod?
Not that structurally.
That's good.
Sound.
That's good. We were worried about you for a minute.
That's good. Yeah, we can't. But you got some strong rafters in the basement, so don't worry about it. Don't use a light fixture. They come right out of the ceiling. Yeah, just like that. What's the first story?
Well, before we get to that, I since this is the segment that's live and pre-Thanksgiving, and will actually drop before Friday. It's live before Friday when the audio pops. I want to ask Big Daddy, what are your plans for Black Friday? I mean, it's your big holiday throughout the year, right?
On Black Friday, there are two things I like to do. One is being extra black. So I usually like to I wear my gray sweatpants, I pull my whole dick out, and I just walk around all day, just dick out.
Okay.
I got my peace pick, got my do-rag on. I just try to be extra black. The second thing I enjoy doing is going Black Friday shopping while being extra black. So what that means is at 5 a.m., I find the smallest little old white lady I can find, bust her with that elbow.
Now, don't you mean 5:15 or 5:20?
Yeah, it's a little later. I'm supposed to be there at 4, so 5:30, 6 o'clock is good enough for me. Negroes got to eat first. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for the Black Friday report.
Black Friday report. Big Daddy out.
Our BBC correspondent.
I may have to do a live from Black Friday shopping. That would be interesting.
There's all kinds of stuff we can do with that.
There's a lot I can do with that.
Hey, if you want to go live, we can. I can walk you through how to get that onto the website that people can find at themediavirus.com.
What's the name of our website?
Themediavirus.com.
Themediavirus.com. And everyone's bio is now completed.
It is. It is.
Everyone has a bio. So everybody, if you're interested, you can go to you can go to themediavirus.com. You can click on the homepage. You can see, Reverend Professor Michael Torres takes the time to post each episode of the podcast to the website. I'm also going to start blogging. I have a blog drafted that about those terrible fucking Eggo waffles and how they're proof that civilization is declining.
Oh, good.
They're not Eggo waffles. They're just for clarification for everyone out there. They're Eggo Pop-Tarts. They're Eggo flavored Pop-Tarts. Something you have to put. They've taken something you have to put in the toaster and made it the flavor of something you have to put in the toaster. But you can also. This is our website. There's me. Look at that. Beautiful. There's my bio.
Maddie's bio. And my bio. Steph
Bill. You spelled grease monkey wrong.
I think we did that on purpose.
Well, if there's a particular spelling you'd like, let me know and we'll fix that.
I will. Yep. And oh my God, I have to get rid of that photo.
Yeah, if you'd like your photo changed, it's a good idea to give it to
I
us.
actually like mine.
I love the last line of Pete's bio.
Pete enjoys Friday.
Wow.
Fantastic.
You let me write your bio, that's what you get.
And I think that's sort of what Jack Daniels' problem is. They're going to the Supreme Court with this case against a dog toy maker.
This is insane to me.
Yeah,
first of all,
it's trademark protection, but I mean, I really don't think that endangers their mark. There's not brand confusion there.
no one's going to pick up this dog toy and go, fuck, this isn't Jack Daniels.
Right. I don't
Well, maybe somebody who's already consumed a bottle of Jack Daniels.
That's where I was going to go, Maddie.
Might pick up that bottle of Jack Daniels and go, this isn't Jack Daniels. But I mean, it's cute. First of all, the lettering is down lower and there's a picture of a spaniel. There is no picture of a Daniel on the Jack Daniel. Can you zoom in on this a little bit just so that we can just get a look at the numbers are okay. This is old number 2, old number 7. Now the old number 7 doesn't have a circle around it and it doesn't have Jack Daniels, but it does say it up here. This is not a direct ripoff.
No, they were very careful to get close, but not right on.
They did a great job.
I believe so.
I was in a band one time. We were called the Time Riders Band, and we completely ripped off the Harley Davidson logo, but we changed it just a little bit. And the best thing that could have ever happened to us is if Harley Davidson would have sued us. That was one of my goals.
Right.
I was like, and so honestly, this is the best thing to ever happen to this dog toy maker, because and actually what would be the best thing is if the Supreme Court strikes them down and tells them they can't sell this anymore.
And well,
how valuable those fucking things would be.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for them because they won't be allowed to sell them. That's sort of the thing.
I mean, not on the market, but you can sell them out the back door.
The Supreme Court said Monday it will hear a dispute over a dog toy that got whiskey maker Jack Daniels barking mad. Jack Daniels had asked the justices to hear its case against the manufacturer of the plastic Bad Spaniels toy. The toy mimics the Jack Daniels bottle and label, but is a parody. While the original bottle has the words Old Number 7 brand, the Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey, the parody proclaims Old Number 2 on your Tennessee carpet. Instead of
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's a fucking dog toy. Pardon my French. It's a dog toy.
Instead of the original's note that it is 40% alcohol by volume, the parody says it's 43% poo by volume and 100% smelly. A number of major companies, from the makers of Campbell's Soup to outdoor brand Patagonia and jeans maker Levi Strauss, had urged the justices to take what they said is an important case for trademark law. Now, I'm all for protecting your marks, but I honestly don't feel that this parody is a danger to the mark.
No, the best. Let me explain something to you. Somebody buys this thing for somebody else. It's a gift. This is for your dog, and they give it to their dog, and then they go, oh, you know what would be nice? Maybe a nice old fashioned made with Jack Daniels. And you go to the store and you buy Jack Daniels. Is the best. I mean, it's the worst case scenario for what's going to happen.
The fact is, if you're buying this toy, you're buying it for somebody who is probably a fan of Jack Daniels whiskey to begin with.
Point taken. Absolutely.
When you get into the world of parodies, there's very, very little that can be done legally. I mean, I think it's just a matter of time before.
Well, and that's it's mentioned farther down in this article. But the point they're trying to make is that it's a free for all, and they want the court to give them a way to clamp down on it. And I don't necessarily think that that's the right way to go. In fact, at the end of the article, or farther down here, it says the toy is from a line of VIP products called Silly Squeakers that mimic liquor, beer, wine, and soda bottles, including Mountain Drool, Heine Sniffin', And
I think I've
apparently in
gotten a few. I think
2008,
I've gotten a few of these in my Bark Box because we subscribe to that Bark Box thing
Right.
for the dog.
but apparently in 2008, the company was barred from selling its Budweiser parody Butt Wiper.
I will forever, from this day forward, refer to Heineken as Heine Sniffin.
I just
I
want to say
wonder,
this.
Dan.
I just want to say something real quick. Anybody that drinks exclusively Budweiser is an asshole. That's just
If
been
the court rules in their favor, are they then going to go back and relook at the Budweiser ruling?
I think they should bring it up, but at this point, what they've noted is the problem is that the lower court's decision provides near blanket protection for humorous trademark infringement.
yeah, as there should be, because it's humorous. They're making a little fun. It's, you know what? How about you take a joke, Jack Daniels? How bad is it? It's not. If I started a liquor company named Zach Daniels and my bottle looked exactly like yours, that's copyright infringement. You would have a case. This is a dog. This is a dog toy that is,
but it does mimic their mark, and that's part of it. But it is in parody. It's not to infringe on their market.
But what it won't do, what you can't do with either the Jack Daniels bottle or the the dog toy, you cannot get that into your bladder from your urethra.
Probably not.
No,
but
you can't.
If you've got a jump rope.
Yes, if you got a jump rope
and you pop the handles off of it.
Is that what he did?
You can ram that bugger up your dick hole.
Is this? Right. I think this is a sexual fetish.
A 79-year-old Japanese man managed to get a 90-inch jump rope stuck in his bladder after allegedly shoving the rope into his penis.
Wasn't the AirPods there was earphone? There was a dude that shoved earphones in the same spot.
Cord, USB charger.
The USB charger. Was that in Japan too?
I don't remember where that was.
That was a Japan thing. It does sound like a Japan thing. It might. I mean, it was definitely like that side of the world type of thing.
Doctors wrote in a September study published in Urology Case Reports that an unidentified man inserted the rope through his urethra. However, the handleless rope became tangled and stuck in the man's bladder. The man was forced to seek medical help, complaining that he was suffering from a condition called dysuria, difficulty with urination, only for doctors to find the rope. Medics unraveled the medical mystery by investigating his bladder, where they found
the medical mystery,
where they found a large object accompanied by acoustic shadows. It was then that the man had admitted what happened, although he did not explain why he did it, and was transferred to a hospital. An X-ray then revealed the object was wire-like and a wire-like coiled foreign body.
Now, see, if I were the doctor, I would have demanded the explanation. I was like, I'm not taking this thing out until you tell me why. I want to know why. Tell me why, or I'm not.
I know why, Maddie. I have the answer for you, Maddie.
What's the answer?
The answer is an emerging practice among men known as urethral sounding.
All right, you need to go. You need to know more.
Do you want a little more?
You need to elaborate. You need to elaborate, Pete.
The pursuit of sexual satisfaction involves inserting a glass or metal object or fluid into the urethra.
Fuck! Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Stop.
I can tell you from experience from my stay in the hospital, it's not fun.
I wonder if I were to go ask my dad if he enjoyed being catheterized. I have yet to be. There's no real wood in here.
You're in for a treat, Matthew.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
You don't.
Catheterized a dude that enjoyed it. Women seem to enjoy it.
No,
I don't-
it is definitely not
And
a
I don't
pleasurable
understand.
sensation.
No, and that's the point. Like that guy got a whole jump rope up there. Like a catheter doesn't go that. Like he just kept going. Why would you do that? Why would we talk about it?
90 inches.
It was my idea. 90 inches.
90 inches. Do you know how long 90 inches?
I know 96 inches is 8 feet. So
So
that is 7
7
feet,
and a
6
half
inches.
feet. 7.5 feet of jump rope.
That would have only made it halfway up Big Daddy's dick.
According to doctors, there was no way to remove the rope the way it went in, so they had to perform surgery on the patient. Oh dear.
Imagine how many times. Yeah, they had to cut his bladder, dude. You know how dangerous that is?
Very dangerous.
Dude, my dad had bladder cancer. Speaking of my dad had bladder cancer. Like they treated the bladder cancer with tuberculosis because when you're, your body fights tuberculosis. Right. But it was all they like puncturing the bladder was a big it was a no. So that had Jesus, dude. Why are we looking at pictures of it? It's a ruler. What does that ruler say?
That's just for scale. That's
no,
for
I know,
scale.
But it was.
I know. But we can figure. Is that the metric system? Because it's Japan.
They appear to be
that's
centimeters.
A jump rope.
Yes. They definitely appear to be centimeters.
Can you go up to the knot though, real quick? All right. So what are we looking at? We're looking at. Can you go down to the
90
ruler?
inches of coiled up, tangled jump rope.
No, but I want to see the.
That's like one of those surgical tubing style jump ropes. That's like one of those
centimeters.
That's one of those high dollar. The knot was 9 centimeters. Seriously, dude, that knot was stuck in him.
That's
insane. Can you imagine?
Imagine
how hard he tried to get that out before going to the hospital?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that was a desperate.
There it is.
Pulling and yanking and shit. Oh.
See, you're assuming that it wasn't all the way in, but it was all the way in.
Yeah, there was no grab in the end of it and yanking. He was like trying to take a pee and hoping it was going to come out.
You can see in this medical image, it wasn't coming out. It was all the way in.
Like he lost it.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I dropped the end.
Oh my God. Now I know Big Daddy, the resident expert, medical expert. I know that when in certain situations the anus will pull in certain objects. Does that happen with the bladder as well?
Nope, fights you the whole way.
No, he had to get something to finish putting it in. He had to go get a stick. Plunge that shit.
It fights you the whole way. It's not, and I would say it's not until you're a good. Well, let me think.
But when you've got a knot like that, it may actually recoil, or when it's knotted like that, when he moved around, when that shifted within the bladder, it probably pulled the rest of that back up the urethra.
Can you imagine if it was like one of those cord reels? Like that you hung on the wall, like the old vacuum cleaners used to have on them. You pull on it all the way to the end, and then you pull that extra little bit, and then you let go of the thing, and it goes right back in.
Maybe you know what his problem was is it should have worked like a weed whacker. He had to spin it around, and then when the cord went low, he had to bang it on the ground.
No, I watched them catheterize me a couple times, and then I was like, no, I don't want to watch this anymore.
No, there's no way I can't watch him draw blood.
Like I said, I watched him do it a couple times, and it was like, nope, I'm going to turn my head. I'm going to look over here. I'm going to think about baseball.
Traditionally, grasping forceps and a retrieval basket are used to remove foreign bodies. However, wires inserted into the bladder usually curl up as the bladder contracts. Therefore, special consideration is required for wire-like foreign bodies. The medical team had to retrieve the rope through an incision made in the man's abdomen to remove the full rope. Thankfully, the man recovered from surgery and suffered no long-term injury. The patient is not the first to suffer penis-related problems. Also in September, a teen somehow managed to get a USB cable stuck in his penis, which was, thankfully, also able to be extracted via surgery.
No,
Yeah,
he's
no,
gonna
I
have
think
some long-term effects.
He didn't give
No,
up
I
after
don't.
trying
Listen.
to put it in once and not having it the right direction.
I think the fact that he had he had to flip the USB over. 'Cause it did.
You're welcome.
He's like, ah,
I
damn
forgot
it,
my
long-
joke. That was so funny. Oh, what was I gonna say? Dude, you guys, I bet you it was really funny. Whatever was gonna come out of my mouth. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, but this dude looked at this jump rope and thought,
That should go in my dick.
that should go. He's like, all I gotta do is cut the handles off of this jump rope, and it'll fit in my dick.
All 90 inches of it.
All 90 inches of it. I can get this whole thing in my.
That's
Not
an excellent
his-
point. He
I mean,
looked at it and he thought it was possible.
And-
He said, but first,
The only obstacle to that jump rope going up my dick are the
clearly
handles.
there's only one problem with this.
Right. What he should have done, if he had any forethought at all, he left the other handle on.
Right.
Right. Then,
Ding, ding, ding.
all right. So, public service announcement, guys. If you're going to shove a jump rope in your dick hole, leave one of
Only
the handles,
one
leave the
handle.
other handle on.
Only
Well,
take
it-
one end off.
That's the
It's a-
takeaway.
It's a similar concept with butt plugs, right? If you're going to put a butt plug in your butt, you got to make sure that the end that sticks out is larger than the hole.
Yes.
Otherwise, it just sucks up the whole thing.
Yeah. Right. So there you go. That was the takeaway from that story.
It's the old tie a 2x4 on your ass theory.
That's right.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And
So
then there's Dick Delaware.
Here at the Media Virus Podcast, we do not like to do stories that are about mass shootings because that tends to lead us down the path of talking about the shooter, which gives them glory. That's not what this is about. We happen to find out that his father, and incidentally, if you read the article enough, you find out his mother too, they were actually turds as well. Colorado shooting suspect, his father is an ex-con MMA fighter turned porn star. The dad of accused Colorado mass murderer, that guy, is an ex-con former MMA fighter turned porn star who has appeared on TV in everything from intervention to divorce court, according to a report. Aaron Franklin Brink, 51, began entering the mixed martial arts cage in late 1988.
This kid would have benefited for some training.
About a year.
He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, well, I'll pull that up as soon as I give you the Dick Delaware story. About a year and a half before his alleged killer son was born. Over the next 10 years, Brink had 21 victories in the cage and 18 losses, including during appearances with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the World Extreme Cage Fighting, and according to MMA Junkie, that's, I guess, an MMA blog that wrote about
the
this.
main one. Yeah.
Brink is also said to have divorced crazy shooter guy's mom when their son was a baby, and then took up porn acting at the age of 27 under the name Dick Delaware.
First of all, I reject your premise of being called Dick Delaware. All right. If anyone is going to be called Dick Delaware, it's going to be one of us. Either because we're such dicks,
or we're in Delaware,
or we have such dicks and we're in Delaware.
Yeah, I
according
can't tell you the number of times that someone has looked at me and said, what a dick.
Yeah. I get that all the time, probably for different reasons.
I met this porn producer, Brink told MMA Junkie in 2009. I was fucking around with some girls at a party, and he noticed I was very gifted. Man, you're a goddamn pro. If you get a
He
test,
noticed
I'll
I was
put you in a scene.
Mm.
So I got into a few scenes and I was making some money. Brink appeared in such triple X video gems as White Boys Can Hump in 2016 and both My MILF Boss 8 and It's Okay to Put It in My Ass in 2014, according to his IMDb page.
I may have seen one of those titles. That
I
first
didn't-
one
I-
sounded a little bit too familiar.
I know that I didn't enjoy his acting in any of them.
But the Huntington Beach, California native became hooked on crystal meth while making the smut and ended up on the reality show Intervention in 2009, where his then fiance begged him to stop using. 2 years later, he appeared on TV's Divorce Court with his second wife, porn star Vanessa Brink, according to the Gazette, and footage of the show. Brink's unorthodox career came after a troubled childhood, which included juvenile detention and a federal prison stint for smuggling pot into the U.S. from Mexico. He was released.
I am shocked and appalled that a reputable organization like the porn industry would have such low-life people participating in such a beautiful craft,
a noble profession.
Profession.
He was released from serving hard time at 24 when a friend encouraged him to consider MMA fighting, according to his MMA junkie profile.
That's not the same dude who did the Minnesota Vikings put up for Veterans Day?
That was Sims.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, they tricked somebody. Somebody in the crowd tricked them into putting the picture up.
That's what. Yeah. So they were doing a salute to military veterans, and Kyle on his Facebook profile put a picture of his cousin, who happened to be wearing army fatigues. And shout out to my brother who served in the army. Blah 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 blah. It was like the one dude that we've all seen.
So the article goes on. Brink's son, the portly accused perpetrator,
damn,
is a far cry physically from his birth dad, who the suspect cited as a reason that he wanted to change his name in 2016 at the age of 15.
Just come out and say, this fat fuck.
His mother has a troubled past as well, with 3 current arrest warrants out for her in California and previous busts, including for arson in Texas in 2012. So yeah, his parents are both kind of shitty.
I didn't hear a word you said because my dad called me from upstairs.
Oh.
To ask me if I was doing my program yet.
We've been on here how long?
He knows he know. Here's the thing is I think he actually gets notifications when we go live.
Oh, so I went live to the wrong place.
You didn't go live to we're on the other one?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Sorry.
That's probably it.
That implies that he watches the show.
Yes, it does.
He does. He actually does watch.
That'll be able to get him a replay later, though.
He gets him and my mom like to get upset how much I curse. So that takes us through Dick, Delaware, and now my wife's upstairs, so she's probably like looking for it.
Well, she gets pre-show announcements. I sent it in there.
It also means that Dick Delaware is already taken. So
yeah, don't try to use that. It's not happy.
Although I suppose I could call myself Dick Dover.
Dick Dover.
Oh, that's great.
That is pretty good. All right.
All right. So one
Dick,
last thing.
Dick Claymont.
We did want
Dick
to
Dober.
hop over to TMZ, who has photographs of just how whipped this guy's ass got, because they've got his mugshots. Yes, that's
Dude,
right.
look at him.
His mugshots. Look at how bad they whipped this dude.
That's a foot above
Dude,
that eyebrow. That's a heel. There was
a gentleman and a trans person who proceeded to beat the crap out of him, and the trans person was wearing heels.
Yep.
So I heard that he like the one of the patrons of the nightclub, the person who did, I guess, subdued him, took the gun away from him and beat the shit out of him with it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right here. Army vet Richard Fierro says he took this scumbag to the ground, hitting him in the head repeatedly with his own gun until he thought he was dead.
Good for you, man.
Richard said a trans woman who was also inside Club Q during the shooting joined him in the beatdown, stomping the scumbag with her heels.
Yeah, good. You fucking deserve
like at
it.
that point, you're supposed to say, "Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!"
Well, no, you would have to take his arm and hit him with it, and then say, "Stop hitting yourself!
Well, what
Stop
if he
hitting
was
yourself."
still holding the gun, and the hand was holding the gun, and then you do it that way?
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. We didn't even think of that. I mean, but he still managed to kill 5 people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck him.
And injured a ton of others.
Because I think he started like as soon as he got in.
Yep.
Like, what did you think was going to fucking happen, dude? Did you think you were going to go in there and wipe out an entire fucking nightclub? Were you trying to like remake that Florida fucking thing? And not only nothing, but
that's the way shit goes in video games, dude.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Or you die and you come back again. You can do it again.
Yeah, that guy thought he was going to respawn. Definitely.
What a fucking asshole. And
what he didn't think was that I was going to say, what's the correct word for tranny? A transgender woman, trans person. He certainly didn't think that a trans person would be mud stomping his head. 3 minutes into it.
Like, I don't like, and obviously
it was at that moment that he knew he had fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And not for nothing, but I want to talk to the people that fucking raised this guy, because it wasn't this dude. This Dick Delaware fuck. He didn't raise this fucking asshole.
He left.
Somebody else raised this fucking asshole, and I want to meet the fucking. I want to meet the jerk that raised this jerk, and sentence him too, and stop them both from procreating.
That's
you know what I mean?
Not a bad idea at all.
I don't think this guy is procreating much.
No, obviously not, because there's only one reason to be that angry at gays, and that's that they've turned you down.
Yeah, they're getting laid more than you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
I'm guessing he may identify as an incel.
Probably, but I'm glad he got his ass beat, and I hope he gets the chair. Does Colorado have a death penalty?
I don't know.
That might be a federal. He might catch a federal charge for that.
I hate to say it, but he is white, so I don't.
No. That I don't think they're gonna. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that there's going to be any leniency on this motherfucker. I can't see that. I mean, maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I think, that dude should be beaten every day of his life.
While it was in fact a gay or LGBTQ, however many more letters you want to extend that club, there was also a fair number of straight people there, because it was as a drag show was ending up. And
I didn't know there was intermingling involved.
There was a lot of people who were there to support people in their lives who participate in drag. So there was more. I mean, there was a lot going on there that night.
It's just a lot of homophobia, a lot of hate. I mean, I don't. There's how do you? There's only one way to get there, and that's to have the people around you be that way too. So just take his whole circle, or maybe he might not have a circle of friends. He might be all by himself and just went. Who the fuck knows?
Went on a deep
Well, I'm pretty
dive
sure
somewhere.
getting a head stomped.
But I feel like he would get. That's a hate crime.
Yeah.
There's no way he's avoided. He's catching a federal hate crime. He's got to.
I don't know.
Who died?
Changed his hatred getting mud stomped by a trans woman.
No, dude. There was a shot of him like being arraigned, and he couldn't even sit up. He was he was in bad shape. That's funny stuff.
Beautiful.
But listen, guys, coming up in B Block, this is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and things are tough. And you have to deal with a lot of strange and uncomfortable situations. So in the B Block, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to shut down Jigsaw. There's more news, and we have just the special edition, just the tips, and I guess in C Block we're going to check out some TikTok nonsense.
Yeah, C Block is set up for just the tips, Maddie's TikTok nonsense corner, and our regular shit talk about anybody who wants to fight us on the internet.
All right, there you go.
And we'll be back. You can check us out whenever you like at themediavirus.com, or you can reach out to us at 1-646-VIRUS-01. That's 1-646-VIRUS-01. If you go to our website, you can definitely find other ways to get in touch with us. I promise. Just click on the links. You'll find them. Ladies and gentlemen, Raspberry Tea Bag! Raspberry Tea Bag. Stop. And stop the stream.